G'day. Last week I said that we compare too much. One of the reasons we compare too much is because comparing ourselves to others breeds envy. And today's lesson from 2020 is that envy is everywhere. Now, you might not agree with me at first when I say that, because envy is one of those things that hides itself. It affects us and influences us, affects our heart attitudes, affects our desires, our thinking, without even knowing. We're like those fish in that muddy pool who are swimming in that disgusting water, and we don't know because it's all we've ever known. Envy is everywhere, and we need to be careful of it. Let me try to convince you. Did you never ever notice that if you step back and look at our advertising, which is everywhere, advertising funds our television, it funds our newspapers, advertising almost entirely relies on envy. The advertisers try to create a discontent in you, a dissatisfaction in you, that you're not happy with your life, you're not happy with who you are, you're not happy with what you've got because you've seen what someone else has, what someone else looks like, how someone else lives. I want what she's having. That's a foundational thing in advertising, and that is drummed at us every day. Look at these beautiful people. Look at how happy they are. Look at what they got. It's because they bought this. Envy is everywhere. Now, we don't all rush out and buy everything that they advertise, but one of the problems with envy is that it's not just in advertising. It's easy to see envy in others, but it's harder to see it in ourselves. But it's in every human being. If we're not careful, if we're not on our guard, we can be always comparing ourselves to others and wanting what they've got. We need to be especially careful in whatever shapes our lives, whether it be a political system or an ideology or a religion, whatever worldview shapes your life. You've got to be careful that it's not got envy in it as well. Because you see, envy will rise up in our human hearts, and we need a faith, an ideology, a worldview, a political system that will not give it permission, not give it room to move, but will work against it. Otherwise, we'll always be unhappy, and we'll always be dragging others down because we're unhappy and they've got more than us, or they're prettier than us, or they're happier than us. So we need to be careful of those systems that are based on what they've got, not on what opportunities I've got. So as Christians, we need to learn contentment, don't we? We need to learn to trust God and be happy where we are, to take responsibility for what we can change and to accept what we can't. We need to fight against envy and fight for contentment. So you're not the 1%, you're not the 99%, you're just you. You're unique, you've got your own struggles, you've got your own blessings. Be thankful for those blessings and work through those struggles with faith and hope and love. Because you see, envy never lifted anybody up. Not the person who had envy, not the person who they were dragging down because they were envious. Envy only destroys. But contentment allows us to be productive, it allows us to be fruitful, it allows us to be united, it allows us to make a difference. With less envy, this year might have been more united. But with so much envy going on and so much comparison going on, this year's been a year of strife. Let's kill envy and search for contentment and hope for a better year next year. God bless you.